What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here, and with another video for my comic book pickups of the week. Fortunately, I went to my comic book store and they didn't have any of the new comic books there because of a weather problem, so it was arriving a little bit later. And then I was like, oh, I don't really want to go back there because it's a longer drive for me. So, unfortunately, I didn't get any of the new comic books picked up, but I did get a few, or quite a few of comic books that I picked off the back issues. But anyways, let's get started here. I'm going to go through the ones I got from Goodwill first. I went and, looked around Goodwill. If you go to shopgoodwill.com, you can find like auction type, like almost like eBay, where they just sell, these books, and then you kind of just bid for them, and then when you win them, you buy them. So, but I'm going to start with those first, and then I'll start with the ones I got from the comic book shop. So, first and foremost, we're starting with Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man. So this is pretty cool. We'll put it like that so you don't get too much glare. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the black suit of Spider-Man. Who can say no to that? Then next up, we have the Amazing Spider-Man. As you can see, that issue was it 383. Then we have Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 192. Looks like you're getting tag team there by some beast. Looks like a wrestler and like a dude who's like half lion or something. Then next we have the Amazing Spider-Man, issue 368. Take that there. Next we got X-Men Mutants. I don't think I've ever heard of this issue. Issue 13, alright, or the series. But that's Wolverine, and that's Bishop on the bottom there, so that's pretty cool. Next up we got Wolverine issue 64. Like I said, I bought them from Goodwill. I think I spent about $20 on them. It's kind of pricey. It was like $4 for $5, but the shipping itself was a little pricey, so it's like $12 shipping, $50 altogether. So, and then plus what you paid for it too. So it kind of got a little bit more than I thought it would be, but I'm okay with that. But if you want them, if you just order them and then, or get one in your city and then just order it, and then you can just go to the store and pick them up. The next one is the Spectacular Spider-Man issue 193, and there you go. Looks cool. So he's gonna throw that guy down there, half human, half lion. Next is it's just weird. It's just the history of the DC universe. That's what it says on the cover. So it's pretty cool. It's a thicker. It's more of a hardcover, but I don't know why it fits in there. So I'll keep that in there. Issue 2 actually. There's 2 issues for that. Next one would be Dark Hawk. Part 1, so that's pretty cool. And then the issue has also an appearance from Iron Man, so Dark Hawk. Next up would be a Spectacular Spider-Man issue 194. You can see like that. Pull it more towards this way. And then we got X-Men issue 26. Has pretty cool. That's a pretty cool cover on it. You have the Cap right in the middle there, which I don't know why he's doing there. You got Scarlet Witch, Rogue, and Cyclops. So that's a cool cover. I like it. The next is the Amazing Spider-Man 367. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pull it this way more so we don't get that glare. That glare sucks. It's coming from my computer screen, of course. I just need get a tripod and the camera would work a lot better. The Mighty Thor issue 414. Then we have Conan the Barbarian 220, issue 220. Next we have Justice League International Special featuring Mr. Miracle issue 1. So it's only like 2 issues, I think so. There you go. Next is Infinity War, issue 6 from Marvel Comics. And then that is it for all the comics I got from Goodwill. This is quite a lot. Like I said, this was about $20. I probably could have gotten a little bit cheaper, but I wasn't looking at the shipping, which was like I was like, whoa. But anyways, what is done is done. Up next, I do have all the back issues I got from going around two of my local comic book shops, and I was able to pick up more than a few, I should say, a lot. But let's get started anyways. The first one up is Adventures of Superman issue 643. I think I might have to change the bag on this one. It's kind of loose. I don't like it kind of going around. So this one I'll put to the side here. I'll change up the bag. Oh yeah, and including the Goodwill comic books. These one at least. I got a few other ones too. These one didn't come in, or some of them didn't come in bags or boards. Some of them came in bags, and some of them came in bags with boards. But the boards were, the cardboard boards, which were the brown ones. So I had to swap them out because I heard something about acid, and yeah, the boards had to be acid free. So I bought a bunch of acid free boards, and I'm changing a lot of them out. So and then next up will be Scarlet Spider issue 3. Let's get that closer like that. Go out here more. There you go. Trying to fix that. Miss Marvel issue, what is it? 41. There you go. And then I'm just gonna turn off the screen. So then Power Girl issue, was it 27? This is actually the last issue for Power Girl, which is the 2009. I think so. That's what it was. So that's pretty cool. The next up is Power Girl issue 19. So that's pretty cool. I just turned off my screen so we won't get any glare on that. So if it gets a little weird. Then Power Girl issue 20. See from there. That's pretty cool. I like the artwork, or at least the drawings for the covers here. Then we got Power Girl issue 18. Then it's going to fall down here. We got Power Girl issue 17. Get that in there. Then Power Girl issue 11. I think this should be the last Power Girl book. So there we go. We'll move these to the side so they don't fall over. Next up will be Deathstroke issue 1, which is pretty cool. I might have to change the bag on this one too. This one it's kind of dinged up a bit, so yes, I will change it. So we'll put it to the side there. Batman issue 679. Go back up here a bit. We got Superman Action Comics, I should say, issue 813. Next up, it'll be World's Finest Huntress and Power Girl, issue 2. And then Avengers issue 1. I think this one's from, I want to say like 2009 or so. I don't know, somewhere around there. So it's not the latest, but it's not the super old ones either. Maybe it could be 2011. The next one up it will be. I'll fix these up. This one this back seems to be a little big. X-Men issue 1. Might keep that in there. I don't know yet. I just don't like the bigger bag. I like the smaller bags that keep them kind of, lined up a little bit straighter, and it just looks cool when they're all a little tighter. So, next one up will be Detective Comics 870. Then we have Superman issue 219 with some Brainiac in the back there, or Superman fighting against some Brainiac. What's that here? Avengers versus X-Men issue 0. So that's pretty cool. Kind of want to get into that. I heard some pretty good things about that, and kind of want to get into that. Next up will be Justice League issue 1 with a different variant cover. I think it was. if it's right. I think it was. I think the original one had like they weren't like this. They were kind of just lined up, actually like this, and then you see them in the background, kind of doing like poses or something like that. Or really something. Next up will be Black Science issue 1, which is pretty cool. I really like the story for this, mostly how it ended in issue 1. So tomorrow I'm gonna go and then pick up issue 2, along with the newer comics. So that's pretty cool. Wonder Woman, or I should say Superman and Wonder Woman, or Superman Wonder Woman, issue 5. This one's pretty cool. I like this one where they fight against Fiora and Zod. If Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman fights, those two. So that's pretty cool. Next up will be Supergirl, issue 2. It's a new 52 one, so of course we got World War Hulk. I think this one should be issue 1. Then we got Scarlet Spider, issue 17. Which is cool. I like his suit with Wolverine there. Batman, issue 680. So you can see these are the Rest in Peace Batman. So seems like there's something's going to happen. Batman 677. Probably should line these up a little bit better. So they're all in order. But I don't have enough comics to where I could, separate them, really good. But I'm just going to keep them stored as much as I can. And then once I start building up on comics, I could kind of split them apart. But so right now, I just kind of keep them together, or at least close to whenever I buy them. They just go there. So anyways, Batman 676. We got Batman 674. We got Action Comics issue 829. We got Superman issue 202. Superman issue 203. And these are all like story arcs, so that's the reason why they all have the same, like, look, even though they're different comics. Like this, the next one's gonna be Adventures of Superman. This one's Superman. I think there's a few that were Action Comics. So it's kind of weird how they kind of branch off like that. It's been a while since I read comic books, and that's the only reason why I kind of dropped out of it, because it was kind of like, oh my gosh, you have to buy this issue and then this issue and then this issue from a different comic. So that's the reason why. But I'm back. I'm back and buying comics again. The Adventures of Superman, issue 625. You can see there's part of those other issues that I was just showing off there. Detective Comics, 869. Yeah, Detective Comics, 868. We got Detective Comics 867. You see all story arc here. I just bought this the other day too, of course. And then this World's Finest, Huntress Power Girl, issue 1. I put it in a Mylar bag because it was a little bit more expensive than I thought it would be. It's a bit more expensive than these ones. The other ones I showed off. So usually the more expensive comic books, I kind of put them in the Mylar bags because they're a little bit more. As you can see, they're more tougher. And they just have a cool gloss over it too, so it makes it shiny and stuff. Anyways, Batman 678. And Action Comics 847. This one is Action Comics 812. Another one that was it Godfall or Godfell's storylines. Batman, so this one's pretty cool. It's issue 608. I think this is one where it starts with Hush. And then Batgirl issue 11. And we got Batgirl issue 24. These are the new 52 ones, so We got Batgirl issue 28. Action Comics 846. Bring that up more. Justice League 3000 issue 1, which is okay. I don't know if I'll be picking it up anymore, but it is what it is. You kind of just, that's the reason why I like picking up the first ones. You know, you kind of get to know what the story and stuff like that is, and then if you don't like it, you can just drop it. I might just drop this one, fortunately. Superman and Wonder Woman issue 4. And then Batgirl issue 10. Action Comics 903, issue 903. We got Earth 2, issue 3. It's kind of weird having those numbers in there, you know. Batman and Superman, or Batman Superman, issue 3.1. These are the ones for the cool, I think this was the Villains Month or something. So each, you know, DC comic book had like a villain on the cover, and different types of villains too, from, you know, that storyline, or like a Superman would have, you know, Doomsday. As you see from this one's Doomsday, so that's pretty cool. And it's also 3D. You can kind of, you probably won't see it, but you can kind of, if you do this, you can see it. It looks cooler in person. So the next one is Batman Superman 4. I think the story is pretty interesting. I kind of not in love with the art. It's kind of weird. They just look a little weird, but the story itself was pretty cool. So I want to keep going. But like I said, art does a lot more for me too. But as long as the story, you know, keeps itself interesting, I guess I could live with that. Next up will be X-23. I'm a big fan of the X-23. So issue 1. And these are, she has some other issues too. This is, I don't remember which one this one was, but like I said, I'm a big fan of X-23. I'm going to be collecting all of them anyways. And then, almost to the last one, just 2 more. This one and the next one. Wonder Woman issue 2. And then the last one is Wolverine Weapon X issue 1, which is pretty cool. I really love the color, not the color, wow. I really love the you know, the artwork and stuff like that on the cover, which is awesome. So, you know, I'll be picking up more Wolverine comic books. I would love, or at least try to finish this one and then pick up different ones. But anyway, alright, so before heading out, I just want you guys to check out a website for me, you know, if you guys have time. It's called etsy.com/shop/mybelovedart. I will put that link in the description, just in case you guys want to check it out. You know, it's a shop that sells, you know, cool vintage items, you know, jewelry, clothing, and, you know, just little knickknacks and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So go ahead and check that out for me if you guys, you know, want to. But anyways, before heading out, like I said, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any of the new comic books and stuff like that, so it was a failed day. But I'll be doing a video of that for next week. I'll put that with the new comic books that are coming out next week too. So just before I head out, as always, subscribe to my channel if you guys like any of my videos. Go ahead and hit the like button. You know, hit me up with some comments. You know, give me, since this is a comic book you know, video, we're talking about comics and stuff like that. Go ahead and hit me up with, you know, your favorite comic, favorite superhero, blah blah blah. You know, things you like about comic books. You know, tips and tricks for collecting comics and stuff like that. Because, you know, I'm still new to comic books, so go ahead and, you know, give me some pointers and stuff like that. Or, you know, like I said, I'm thinking about getting some CGC books. You know, give me heads up on that. You know, if I should buy them. Should I go with PGX instead of CGC? Things like that. So, and like always, come back next week and I'll have some more comic books for you guys to look at and stuff like that. So, anyways, this is Omegabalmung, and I'll see everybody next week.